It's amazing to see that the teacher was successful in concealing a 2-year sexual relationship with a student. In another incident, a student, after hearing about the fiasco at the school he attended, he came forward and he said that he had a sexual relationship with his teacher for a while also, and she was arrested and charged in the whole 9 yards. And I remember when I was in school, I never really had sex with a teacher, nor was it something that I really aspired to. I know many of the guys were, eager. I mean, I shouldn't say that. Sometimes I like a teacher, but I never had that kind of experience yet, and I hadn't, that kind of extraordinary need like others to, get on with, this thing when I was when I was in school. Because I left school at 16 and never had sex with any of the girls in school. And yeah, teachers were on the mind sometimes, but not necessarily anything big that you'll try your best. I recall a teacher sent me home once with some cake, and she said, "I want you to stay inside, okay?" So when she came, I was on the platform, and she said, "Did I tell you to stay inside?" No, maybe she had a design, but I never really, consciously wanted to have sex with her. So, and I'm glad that it didn't happen, because sometimes. Not necessarily that I might have been demoralized or harmed, but just that I might have gotten into something. It might have been great. She gave me big money, perhaps. Maybe send me to high school, and she might be the person for me. So I'm glad it didn't happen. My life would have been different, I'm sure. So on. But many of these students, especially the one that came forward after, maybe left school and maybe 2-3 years after. Hey, it's money time, and he thinks now that if he come and play this, I was abused as a child and all this, he can get in some of that money. But I think parents need to be real. These kids are screwing anyway, and I'm not saying that teachers should have sex with students. That's not my issue here. But they're trying to make it appear as if this child was so distraught and is so destroyed for life. I can understand that girl, different. Guys, different. My son, he's not going to be the same. And I'm sure you had sex with them girls or sister or whatever, sometimes with mom, because a lot of times mom does help out the little boys to keep them straight and teach them the real deal. But that is not traumatic, except as a teacher where the check doesn't come from the state. And as a guy, maybe a girl, the check would be appropriate, but me, if I had sex with a teacher and stuff like that, I wouldn't waste time with the money, because a lot of times, and some way, and I'm not using karma because I'm influenced by Hinduism, and there's another way of explaining it, but the karma thing, everybody understands that. You see, when he had interest in it and he was having fun, now he comes back and says, and gets that money. A lot of times that money may not necessarily go to a good use. Might take it to go to school, start smoking, all kind of stuff, end up, with the wrong something, or something go wrong, rest of the business get busted up real time by a car, run off the road, break his foot and his back, and so on. But on the authority side now, I mean, how this relationship could have been going on, and they don't know. As I have said in other videos, as a black teacher, they were watching me like a hawk, man. I recall, I know a gay student. He was in middle school. He was in my science class, and I went to another school, and he was there, and we were kind of laughing. What was my laughter was that this guy basically is a bright guy. He does good work and so on, but some way he figures like he's going to be a girl or something. And so, I can't remember exactly why we were laughing, but he was laughing, I was laughing. So this teacher called him one side and say, in other words, he's trying to find out, did he have sex with you, or you sexed him, or he sexed you? He said, no. It's not that, it's a different experience we're laughing about. Now, had that been the case, I would have been arrested right then. He would have done citizen arrest. Cops would have come and take me in jail, bust my head, and then throw me in jail and in some mental institution. So, these long-term relationships, you're mostly going to find them with white teachers, because, it's their school, it's their money, it's their everything, it's their country. and they have a way of, treating each other with respect. I don't think that is the case. That teacher's upstanding and good. That black teacher over there, he's a pervert. He wants to knock all them students in the school, so we gotta watch him. And anytime we see him smile at a student, we're gonna investigate him. We're gonna get the cops to come and check him down. That's the case. So for this thing to go on for 2 years and they don't know, it's ridiculous. I mean, there's some telltale sign. There's something in the giveaway. But they're gonna give you the best interpretation. Oh, that's a concerned student. Yeah, it's doing well and all this stuff. So I hope with all this revelation of sexual misconduct on these teachers' part, I hope it don't destroy school. And I mean, you don't have to have such an experience while you're going to school. Do your best. Resist it. Don't jump into things like that. Let me think about this for a couple of days. Pass it around by your parents and so on, and that's how students should be making decisions. Not, I made my own decisions and I make competent decisions, I'm sure. But like those who got involved in these long-term things and so on, they should have bring the parents involved and ask them if they think it's good, if it's a good idea, and this and that, and nip it in the bud. You don't have to go through it. Even the guys who, well, of course, as I said, many of them would like it. They wanted to do it anyway, and they're just glad for the opportunity. And then they'll come back and get some of that money. So, as I said, it's ridiculous that this thing could have gone on so long without any authority recognizing it.